What are the best months for retail? By the end of this video, you're going to know that, and you're going to realize maybe you're limiting yourself thinking there's only one. Now let's get to it. Okay, so I could make you stay till the end, but the reality is every month has opportunities for you. And if you stay with me, let's unpack some of them. Because most of us think, oh, it has to be at the holidays. Well, of course, because many people sell twice as much, maybe 3 times as much in December as they do any other month. That's great. But what are you going to be doing to look for the opportunities the rest of the year? That's what we're talking about. Let me just start with back to school. Back to school is a big mark that a lot of people think, oh, that's only kids. Except what back to school is, it's the time when the seasons are telling us it's time to stop thinking outside, we're moving inside. I don't care whether it's somebody who's old or young or with kids or without. It's a time of realizing, oh, okay, summer's ending. And that's the time that people are going to naturally be looking at it. Maybe if you're selling, I don't know, high-end kitchen cabinets, you're not like, back to school with kitchen cabinets. That would just feel weird. But that interest of buying something in August can't be denied. And the same thing when it comes to the holidays. In furniture, you think, oh, well, when is the high season for furniture? People want to get window coverings and furnishings before the holidays. So realistically, they're back to school as well. I know, amazing, right? January is strong for redemptions. It'd be good for clearance sales. And more importantly, reset your entire store. One good way to do it is to map the seasons in a yearly calendar so that you can see what is the event. I mean, obviously, January's going to be clearance. February's got to be Valentine's Day. March, you've got St. Patrick's Day. You've got the playoffs in March. And in April, you've got Easter, depending on the year. In May, you're going to have a lot of graduations. In June, we have a lot. We've got Juneteenth. You've got Pride Month. You've got weddings are starting in July. You've got the holidays. Then in back to schools, we already talked about in August. In September, you can already start thinking about Halloween. Wait a minute, Bob. Halloween? Yeah, Halloween. It's the second biggest holiday. And more importantly, people are putting more and more money on Halloween for events and decorating than others. And here's the secret to having a great Halloween. Get your candy. You want to get candy early in your store because you know what they're going to do? They're going to eat it all. And then they're going to come back for more. All right. So then we got October for that, but already October, you're starting to think about Thanksgiving. They're starting to cross over, right? And then and that's holidays and entertaining. And then of course Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and being able to be inclusive with that as well. You notice that every one of those months, that is something that you've heard of. It's not like I'm giving you something new, but you may not have focused on it before, right? You might have said, oh, well, we're a women's dress store and back to school. I don't see how that works. So if you're a women's apparel store, maybe you're thinking, well, back to school has nothing for me. Yeah, well, what if you switched it around and you said, how about having dinner with your partner after the back to school or before back to school? I don't know what time it's going to be in your area, elementary, and make an event, right? You have to present the ideas for them to say, oh, that's what works in this month. And then each month in your email or on your website or in your store, you're going to be thinking, oh, windows, but also messaging to my customers. And then I think you get windows. You should be able to do that. And I've got other videos. In fact, there's one up here you might want to take a look at about windows and how to attract more customers to your store. If you didn't see it up there, just go down below. You'll see it in the comments down below. What am I thinking? Of course, there's Mother's Day and Father's Day, which I think there's even a Children's Day, which I asked about when I was a kid. Like, where's Children's Day? My dad's like, every day was Children's Day, kid. So obviously Mother's Day, but there's all kinds of mothering. So why don't we brought it out instead of just saying a gift for your mom? What about someone who's been like a mother or someone who's been like a father or a new father? There's a lot of variations, but we don't think about it. We are caught up in some stupid TikTok video of a cat leaping into a pool. And so if we can pull out and say, oh, but what would help our customers to celebrate in these months, I think you're going to have a lot more time because no one's going to be upset that you are talking about having an event in March, or maybe you have a private event for April showers in Easter. And if it rains on the day that you're doing an event, maybe they get an extra 10% off. That might be interesting. But you get the idea that in April we could maybe do something a little bit different. And that's what we're really talking about is through your events, through the way that the calendar locks, you can look at opportunities to make every month great. And slow months are an opportunity as well, right? So if it's slow, it's a great time to reset the store, go through your CRM, find out if you've been marketing to the right people at the right time, and checking on your crew to make sure they're delivering an exceptional experience. That makes sense? And another thing a lot of people won't tell you yet is AI could help you greatly. Take your spreadsheet of every month, every year you've got of total sales. And you could have that in one giant sheet, it could be a Google sheet, put it up into ChatGPT. Yeah, don't have your customers' addresses or things like banking information, no. And ask it, so tell me, how would I predict sales for the next 6 months, next 4 weeks? What are some things that I'm missing that I should be? And tell it, this is my category, and start talking to it and talking back. That's how we use agentic AI. So it is going through and finding answers we aren't even thinking about, and then finally, put it into place. Overlay it onto that calendar we talked about, make sure that you're taking his advice, and then after every promotion or every holiday this year, every month, write down what went well, what didn't go well, put it in a folder. When you look at next year's sales, you're gonna be able to go through and pull that out and say, oh yeah, that really worked well, or that didn't. Top of mind always works better. By the way, you've stayed with me all the way to the end. So that means you must like me, unlike Sally Field. You like me, right? Then I want you to take a look. I've got a link up here you can go to. It's right at the top here. You can click and see it, or if you don't, you can click down below. But when it really comes down to is there is no perfect good or bad month. It's just retailers should prepare for it. Retail Doc out.